The NBA on 2K Sports. And what a matchup we have here in the front court break.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Abdul-Jabbar. Ja Morant, he's out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Doncic, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 4 spot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
All free throws good from Doncic.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
Outside Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. So it's the Bucks now. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. Now, if you think Luka Doncic is a problem, you're right. Coach told me he reads the situation as well as anyone. We'll try to give him different looks. The goal is just to slow him down and try to make someone else beat us. We'll see where it ends up. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Gobert. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. From deep. And again, it's Anthony Edwards. Edwards got 7 points.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
And here's Doncic from the arc. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. McDaniels passes to Edwards.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Morant with some nice D. And Doncic gets it to go.
And I love how Doncic reads the floor, varies his pace, and uses every trick of the bag to get where he wants to go.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. What a tremendous game he played against Utah. McDaniels passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks, fresh from a win against Portland.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
Antetokounmpo with the steal. Pushing it up. Here's Morant. And McDaniels with the block. And they get it back. Antetokounmpo looking it over. The three for Doncic. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. McDaniels against Morant. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. An even 3-on-3 break. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Doncic.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Now here's Randall. He definitely had a good game in their win against the Jazz. And well over halfway into the season now, GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team, and it's more about refining their game than learning it.
The first one falls.
You know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
Both free throws good from Randall.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Now Curry. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Screen by Giannis. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, you want to stop Steph in a two-man game, but he's so smart. He'll get others involved.
DiVincenzo finds Randall. Makes it off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Bucks have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Giannis outside. Over to the wing. Pass to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Doncic. Rebound, Minnesota.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Nice move. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Giannis high post. Drops it in from 11 feet. Hey guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
Minnesota making a switch here. Dillingham's checked in. Milwaukee making a switch here. Timberwolves trail. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. inside. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Here's Montgomery.
Come on.
That misses off the backboard.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Still without a basket. Doncic with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
Pass to Dillingham. Now here's Edwards. And the shot goes in. Edwards got 9 points. For Milwaukee, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. And there's the drive. Here's Montgomery. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Dillingham setting the screen for DiVincenzo. Over Curry. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Curry a screen on Randall. Here's Montgomery. No good on the 3. Timberwolves trail by 4. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Randall no good. And so Curry will bring it up for the Bucks. The tray. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Holmgren, he's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. And with a break in the action, let's now view the NBA assist leaders. Second, Luka Doncic.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
DiVincenzo kicks to Randall. Holmgren against Gobert. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Down low. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. Outside Edwards. to DiVincenzo. On the clock. And that one, good.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Doncic outside. Montgomery. Edwards defending. Antetokounmpo, no good. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Randall. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They're just naturally strong. We've seen more than one defender sort of just bounce off Randall. He's used to it.
The Timberwolves shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Edwards. And it's Clark in for Dante DiVincenzo. That free throw good from Randall. Here's Doncic. Last game he had 12. Puts it up from 12. Nice touch on the bank shot. Doncic has got 9 points.
And when Luka sees the mid-range open up, he takes the shot, keeping things simple.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. What you got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Just 5 to shoot. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Takes the 13-footer. Rebound, Milwaukee. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
Yeah, I don't think you can count on that happening every time, but it's a nice advantage when the calls go that way.
The Timberwolves shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
He's off on the first. Isaac's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Bucks also with the sub. Dinwiddie is checked in for Luka Doncic. And he sinks the second. Enzo Harden will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Abdul-Jabbar on the wing. 1:33 left to play in the first quarter.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. The Bucks making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. That one misses. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Utah Jazz.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
Yeah, it was an all-around excellent performance, and one I'm sure they'd like to replicate tonight.
And finished off by Wiseman.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman, roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
59 seconds left in the first. A floater, and it's sent back by Isaac.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Schroeder with the ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Isaac against Schroeder. Isaac kicks to Clark. Pass to Dillingham. The Timberwolves working the ball around him. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Harden the pass to Montgomery. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Here's McDaniels. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Julius Randle getting it done for the Timberwolves. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And I like the fact also that they're the ones that have forced the action. They've created a lot of offense by just attacking the rim.
They've got Dillingham. Jonathan Isaac is out there with James Wiseman. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Clark in at the shooting guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Hey, Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Dinwiddie's checked in for the Bucks. And so he hits both. Abdul-Jabbar on the wing. Back to Dinwiddie. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Isaac. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Dillingham. And here is Clark, guarded by Harden. To the inside. Here's Wiseman. Over Abdul-Jabbar. Wiseman no good. The Bucks trail. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Dinwiddie finds Holmgren. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Isaac down low. Working on Holmgren. Here's Dillingham. Dinwiddie covering. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. Here's Dillingham. An easy 2 points on the layup. Dillingham's got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Kicks it out to Harden. To the inside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Milwaukee making a switch here. Morant's checked in.
One shot.
And Abdul-Jabbar no good on that one. The Timberwolves shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Here's Dillingham. Guarded by Morant. Down low. Here's McDaniels. Good D by Holmgren. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And the dunk by Holmgren.
You want a high percentage take offensively? Get it to Holmgren in that spot.
Here's Minnesota. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Mark against Harden. Clark kicks to McDaniel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wiseman sets a screen for McDaniel. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Montgomery, the pass to Holmgren. Lays it up off the glass. Holmgren's got 6.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And so Chris... Finch calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Timberwolves, advantage in 1 series.
Well, right